Welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, where my goal is to share 5 trending print-on-demand niches to help you increase your sales in the near future. In today's episode, we're looking up to about a month out so that you can get prepared for the biggest upcoming trends that are going to be selling on Amazon, on Etsy, on all the major print-on-demand platforms. This is episode 247, so if you like it, make sure you subscribe so you catch the future episodes, and let's get to it. All right, let's get into it with an Amazon merch sales update. This is my favorite opportunity for print on demand. In the last 7 days, I made 237 sales, bringing in $806 in royalties on the US market on $3,825 in sales, and another, 65 sales from international markets, bringing in probably another $200 or so. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I do post daily sales updates for motivation, and on the first of every month, I post my whole month in review, including my ad spend, which is typically like $2 a day. And that's linked in the description. All right, let's check out the top 10. So these are the top 10 newest uploaded shirts that have generated a sale. All right, I repeat, these are the newest shirts that were uploaded in the last 24 hours. You can actually see right here, Merch Dominator, my go-to research tool for Amazon merch, shows us the date that it was uploaded, and then it looks for a BSR. If a human was to try to do this manually through Amazon's massive catalog, it would not be realistic. So I recommend Merch Dominator for this because so much money is being made regularly by looking for repetition in this section, and that typically represents an emerging trend. By the way, the Spider-Man stuff, definitely ignore that. Every now and then you'll see stuff like that, but it usually just gets removed by Amazon. All right, moving on. Let's go to niche number 1. How about Mardi Gras? The date today is what? February 16th, all right? February 16th. Mardi Gras is only a few weeks away. You're going to want to lock in as many sales as possible between now and then. It's not too late to upload Mardi Gras stuff. Now, there's a couple ways that I would go about selling in these obvious calendar niches like Mardi Gras. The first way is to do what you see here, kind of target your SEO around the phrase Mardi Gras, but this is hard to do. If you want to do this, you need to be probably doing something a little bit different than what's already out there. It could also be what product you sell on, right? I mean, I'm looking at it through the lens of Amazon merch t-shirts right now, because to me, that's like the ultimate way of tracking trends, my personal opinion. But you can sell anything you want, right? You don't have to list through Amazon merch. You could list on Amazon Seller Central, Etsy. If you're already making at least 6-figure profit annually from print on demand, you could consider doing Shopify. If you're not making 6 figures, I would highly recommend against it. You don't know how many emails I get from people talking about Shopify that wish they never started. But anyways, separate topic, different day. Mardi Gras, here we go. So how about Mardi Gras 2025 as well? You add that 2025 element, all of a sudden, because there are people that go to Google and go to Amazon and they type in Mardi Gras 2025. Now, Amazon's search algorithm is intelligent enough to know that, okay, they're still interested in Mardi Gras. So theoretically, we could show them stuff from this page, but a lot of the stuff on this page was uploaded in the last, 3, 4, 5 years. If you look at Mardi Gras 2025 results, it pretty much all has been uploaded, minus the one right here with the mask. All of it has been uploaded basically in the last year. Okay, so all of a sudden, your competition is a lot more isolated to recency, like recent uploads. It's not a sure thing. The algorithm likes to cycle things in and out and test what people are clicking and buying, the customers. So I like to use that as almost like a qualifier, almost like a way of separating myself from the general Mardi Gras products if I want to sell in a big niche like this. Just adding 2025. Now, there's different ways you can go about it as well. If we go back one slide, right here, you can see the Trump element, make Mardi Gras great again. Trump's going to be in the news cycle for, at least 4 more years, right? So the Trump stuff, if you upload that today, you're going to get it, hopefully some sales in 2025, 2026, 2027, and 2028. So I think it's probably worthwhile, personally speaking. All right, moving on to niche number 2. How about International Women's Day on March 8th? Already look at the BSRs, 500,000, 300,000, 300,000, 500,000. The one behind me here, 180,000. This is already selling. It's no surprise. And it's only going to pick up in sales as soon as we get to March. All right. For whatever reason, it's like we shift out of February into March. That's going to be like March 1st. It might be one of the biggest sales days. You know what I mean? People obviously also know that they need to order a little bit ahead of time in order to let them print the shirt and ship it and for them to receive it and wear it theoretically on International Women's Day. There's just infinity different sub niches for International Women's Day because really anything that's like pro women is going to be able to sell. Whether or not the shirt actually says International Women's Day or not is up to you. You get what I'm saying? Like something that doesn't explicitly say in the design International Women's Day can still sell on International Women's Day. So here's another slide. A lot of those on the first one all said International Women's Day. Some of them say March 8th. This one says 365 24/7, which is funny. Instead of saying 24/7 365, it says 365 24/7. I don't know. Inspire inclusion, hashtag inspire inclusion. Another one says we rise together. Next one says accelerate action. Next one says don't believe me, just watch. Next one says she motivates, inspires, empowers. She is me, I am she. That one's got a nice healthy $19.99 price point with at least 8 reviews already. So that's awesome. Moving on to niche number 3. Oh, before we get to niche number 3, I have a free print-on-demand mini course. It is linked in the description. Just give me your email address. I'll send you 1 lesson a day for 20 days. It's based on 8 years, my journey as a print-on-demand seller, as an e-commerce seller, trying to help people from beginner to intermediate, basically. That's pretty good in 20 days. Step by step. I spent hours writing this stuff out. Took a lot of pride in it. So that's free. Just give me your email address. It's linked in the description. You'll get lesson 1 right away. And I have a print-on-demand Facebook group linked in the description. Check that out. It's free to join. So niche number 3, how about Purim? Purim. I had the definition here. Here we go. Purim is a Jewish holiday that commemorates the saving of Jewish people from annihilation at the hands of an official at the Achaemenid Empire named Haman, as it is recounted in the, and then it says ... So I always have to look that one up. But it is a holiday that comes predictably every year. It's often overlooked, but it generates sales. There's no need to take me at my word as a talking head on YouTube. Amazon gives us the BSRs, the bestseller ranks. Here I'm using the Merch Dominator Chrome extension, which allows us to search multiple pages all at once, pull in the results. It also, if you don't want to do that, you just want to use the base functionality, will put the BSRs, the bestseller ranks, that shows you how well a product is selling in that category relative to other products in that category right in front of you. So you can see here BSRs, 700,000, 900,000, 600,000, 1.6 million, 3.9 million. The difference between going to Amazon and looking at it the way I'm showing you here versus the web app, which I've also shown you in this presentation, is the web app will sort them by BSR. If you go directly to Amazon, there's no guarantee it does that, okay? So I have to mix it up sometimes because Merch Dominator doesn't always have the biggest product database. So if I want to show you lots of examples, I got to go straight to the source on Amazon. So you can see here, by the way, Purim is March 13th through 14th. First shirt says, not today, Haman. The next one says, this is my Purim costume. Next one is in a different language. The one after that says Happy Purim. And the one after that says Happy Purim as well. Next one says Esther Mordecai 24, make Purim great again. This is my Purim costume. Queen Esther security. Perhaps I was born for such time as this. Quoting Esther 4:14. And then not today, Haman. So it's not really in my wheelhouse. I'm not familiar, but again, it's all right in front of there, right in front of us when we do a quick Amazon search, whether you want to use Merch Dominator or just go to Amazon and see what's selling yourself. But I mean, it generates sales every year. These BSRs are going to tank. They're going to decrease. A decrease in BSR is a good thing. It sounds bad, but it actually means that you are selling more than your competition. Therefore, the numeric integer that represents your bestseller rank, you want it to be as close to 1 as possible, right? 1 being the apex, the number 1 bestseller, right? So this is coming. You're hearing it here first. All right, let's move on. Niche number 4. How about Pi Day? This is a fun one. So Pi Day is March 14th, 3-14. If you're wondering why Pi Day is the March 14th. And there's a lot of fun designs. My favorite one, I actually bought this shirt right here for myself and wore it to a Caps game, a hockey game a couple years back. I just love that 3.14 equals the pi symbol. And then if you reverse it, you just flip it horizontally, you get 41.3 backwards. And it looks like you're spelling pi in the English language. I mean, come on. And then it says coincidence? I think not. I mean, that one blows my mind, guys. I mean, anyways, I know you've seen it before, but still every time it gets me. Okay, let's look at some of these sub niches. Dear Math, grow up and solve your own problem. That is a 78,000 BSR. That's indexed when people look for Pi Day. The one coincidence, I think not. It's another version. It's purple. Next one is all the digits of pi spiraling into a black hole almost with the pi logo cut out of it as a silhouette. Next one says cutie, pi symbol. Another spiraling number with the pi symbol. A chicken in a pot with the pi symbol, chicken pot pie. A brain, left brain, pie, right brain. Did someone say pie with a piece of pumpkin pie? There's so many good ones. Get real, pi symbol says to the eye, it says be rational. Next one says irrational but well-rounded with the pi symbol. Square root of -1, 2 to the third sigma pi, and it was delicious. All right, guys, I had to take some pretty hard math classes in college as an IT major, but I have no clue what I just said or how that equates to, and it was delicious. Am I missing that one right there? Let me know in the comments if you get that one. I know there's got to be a math genius watching that can explain to everybody. I will say one thing I do remember, though, is how to convert any number to binary. I can convert any number to the 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, whatever. And conversely, I can flip the 0 and 1s to any number. But I know that sounds like such a nerd thing to say, but I thought it was cool. I mean, I don't know how I still remember it, but I do. It's just like 2 to the power, basically. That's literally it. That was a very brief summary of how to do it anyways. All right, moving on. Niche number 5. All right, Happy Holly and Festival of Colors. All right, this was from a show that I watched with Carl Pilkington. He was friends with Ricky Gervais. This always reminds me of him. They sent him to India. It was called An Idiot Abroad. I love that show. And he ended up in the Holi festival. They were just like pelting him with all these different colors of like, I don't know, sand? Something. He was like colored. He was just a big rainbow, basically. It looked like a lot of fun, though. Anyways, they all would say Happy Holly, Happy Holly. That is March 14th this year. And again, another one of these that people sleep on, like Purim, Holi. These get slept on, meaning they come, they go. A lot of print-on-demand sellers are like, must sell Mardi Gras, must sell St. Patrick's Day. And, hey, break away from the big ones for a second and dabble in the smaller, on a relative basis, but still pretty big calendar niches like Holi. By the way, St. Patrick's Day, couldn't do an episode without mentioning it if we're looking ahead to March. That is on the 17th every year. And it looks like right now in the top 10, five of them say dibs on the redhead. So half of the top 10 say dibs on the redhead. I don't know why that's trending this year specifically, but that first one, by the way, number 1 bestseller, has a BSR of 1,600. That is insane. Considering we are 1 month early, why is that one selling so well? There's a bunch of St. Patrick's Day niches. If you know why that one specifically is so popular, I would like to know. If not, I don't really need to know. Again, it's like we just use data. We see it selling, then we go and we make our own version. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. This is what the customers are buying. Us as business people, as entrepreneurs, as the sellers, we say, okay, customers are buying this. Let me give them more of what they want, but I'm going to put my own spin on it, right? That's the game. Keep it simple. All right, emerging trends. Here we go. These are all outperforming their 90-day average BSR with their current BSR. So take a quick peek. You can hit pause if you want to see specifically. Oh yeah, fun fact. I was looking at the newly submitted designs yesterday and I saw my own shirt. And I'm sure I've seen my own shirts before and just scrolled right past them. But yesterday I did see one of mine and I caught it. All right, looking ahead, here we go. These are all smaller niches, at least 1 month out. March 16th, Freedom of Information Day. March 17th, okay, they're not all small, St. Patrick's Day. March 18th, Tea for Two Tuesday. March 19th, Poultry Day. March 20th, Spring Equinox. All right, let's look at the archive. These are all things that were selling well 11 months ago. Still waiting on Merch Dominator to filter out the protected brands. Until then, we get a lot of MTV and Marvel and whatnot, but Hello Kitty. But also you can see a couple St. Patrick's Day stuff in there as well. Don't sell the Patrick from SpongeBob St. Patrick's Day shirt. Obviously, that'll get us in trouble. Unless you have the rights to do it, which I do not. All right, removed designs. These were all removed in the last 24 hours. So check that out. See if you notice any patterns. This could have been removed by the seller or Amazon, so it's not always like there's a strong signal. All right, guys, thank you for watching this episode. I wanted to quickly plug my private community. We are about to kick off another sales competition for a product that is not in Printful. It's not in Printify. It's not in the main. It's literally only available through one place. Well, 2 technically, but one of the 2 places has it marked up by $10. Okay, so we're not selling through them. there's really one place to get this product. It is truly high demand, low competition. Now that doesn't always last, but in my private community, we know exactly what it is. We are currently kicking off a competition. Every time we do a competition, I pay people in Bitcoin just to make print on demand sales. I think it's fun. We do like a little raffle at the end. It's fun. We do 2 weekly live calls. You can catch the replay if you can't make the calls. I'm plugging my private community because I want to invite you to see what this product is. By the way, it has like a 40% profit margin. It is absolutely insane. It sounds too good to be true, but hey, we're all in the know. I know a couple people from my community are going to watch this video. They know what I'm talking about. Speaking of the community, let me briefly, if you want to hit pause, read a couple of these testimonials that I had just recently requested yesterday. I had a couple good ones come in. I copy pasted them right here for you to read in case you're on the fence, but I'm going to put a link to the community in the description. Let me read one of these testimonials and then I will end the video. Thank you for letting me do this. Appreciate you. It says, I'm really grateful that I signed up for Ryan Hogue's private group about 6 months ago when I was a ranked beginner at print on demand. I still feel like a beginner, but I'm no longer operating in the dark. I've learned a whole bunch from Ryan and other members of the group, which apps work best, which niches are worth exploring, which designs are most current and best to try. Also, the pitfalls to avoid, like copyright and so on. We meet twice a week for an hour or more, and in every meeting, I learn at least one valuable tip, if not 3 or 4. A friendly, collegial atmosphere prevails, with everyone sharing their expertise in a generous way. What this membership costs me per month is a small price to pay for the expertise and fellowship I receive in return. In short, I give Ryan's private membership group 5 out of 5 stars and then some. That's just one really kind testimonial that I got in the last 24 hours, guys. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I could tell you this over and over again. Hey, it's worth trying. It's worth trying. I mean, I literally have been doing this for 8 years. I made $235,000 profit last year as a one-man show in the busiest year of my life. And I'm literally pulling back the curtain, showing you some of my designs, showing you what products I'm selling, showing you what niches I'm selling. It's a hard pitch right now, but like, come on, what more can I do? Let me know what more I can do. We have expert guests on, like, if not every week, like every other week. You know what I mean? So you don't just hear from me. By the way, I have 7.5 years teaching experience at the college level. My professor is a 4.6. I mean, the 0.4 that's missing is because there was like a lab portion that I didn't really control. And yeah, some of the assignments back then were a pain in the ass. For reference though, to take my college course where I didn't even have control over the curriculum, it was like almost $5,000 a semester. I'm asking you for like $75 a month to interact directly with me on the calls and via email, and I'll support you, review your stuff, whatever you need. It's linked in the description. I don't know. Thank you for if you're still listening, thank you. I appreciate it, even if you don't join. I appreciate it, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon with another new video.